It's time for the Giz Wiz with Matt's Maddest Writer, Dick DeBartolo. This is episode 1905, recorded Thursday, October 13th, 2022. Chad spills his guts. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, Diggity has 3 gadgets from Pepcom. I have the next of my spooky Halloween gadgets, and we have a viewer video all the way from Sweden. All next on the Giz Wiz.
It's the same old show with Dickie D and OMG Chad on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
And here he is, our gadget ambassador, Dick DeBartolo. How you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing good, sir. You always wear t-shirts. I decided to wear a t-shirt today.
Ooh.
My mustache t-shirt.
Very nice. My t-shirt has a special feature today.
Yours
Yes.
does? Yeah.
A hood.
Okay.
Spooky.
Oh, wow. Halloweeny.
Exactly.
And your eyes look great.
They are working. Eyes
Oh, wow.
do heal incredibly fast. I was told that multiple times, and even the next day, like we recorded on Thursday, Friday, I was basically fully healed. And on Tuesday, I saw the ophthalmologist again, and he said my right eye, which is the one that's hurt, looks exactly the same as my left eye, which was untouched. So
Wow. Oh, that's
2 good
great.
eyes. Back
That's
in
great.
business. Yeah, very
That's
happy.
super.
Very happy about that.
That's great.
So yeah, all that is done with. Hooray.
Perfect.
Hooray, hooray,
Perfect. Perfect. I've been updating on my speaker thing. I was talking about speakers. I talked to one and anyway, and someone, well, you guys said, just buy another speaker. Because when I asked my phone a question, the bathroom speaker
Right.
answers.
Right.
Okay, so
And there was no
little
way to
mini-
change the default
no.
location to your phone. You know,
To
I
your
wanted to
phone.
always know.
Exactly. So I'm looking around and I cannot find the mini for less than $50. And I'm thinking,
that's
maybe I'll
the-
just do it.
Nest Mini from Google.
Yeah, the Nest Mini, exactly,
Right.
exactly. And then I thought, I'm just going to wait till Prime Day. I mean, Amazon doesn't even sell Google stuff because they're pushing Alexa. But I got a thing from Best Buy, Google stuff on sale. And I go, oh, okay. So I go in and the mini speaker is $50. But the next one up with the 7-inch screen
Oh yeah.
is $55.
Did you get it?
Oh my gosh, yes, it was $5 more.
That's so funny.
Then
For the entire screen. It's so nice.
The entire screen with the 7-inch screen, and then I belong to something called Honey. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I know.
It
I
says,
love Honey. Honey's a
yeah.
Chrome extension that'll kick off and say, "There's a deal."
Walmart. Well, you just won $4 in Honey points. It turns out the speaker cost me $1 more than getting the little Google Mini. I got the
That's
7-inch
crazy.
monitor.
That's awesome. And
It's
also, just by Googling, I don't know if you need this. Looks like Target's got them on sale for $25.
Oh my gosh.
I think the
I don't
second
need it
generation-
now.
Yeah, you don't need
Yeah.
it now. I think you got
No.
a really good deal with that. I have the 7-inch in my kitchen, and I have the 7-inch in my kitchen and as my alarm clock. Nights, it's on my,
Yeah,
my
me too.
nightstand.
I have the 7 inches as my bedroom speaker.
Right, and
Yeah.
love it.
It's great. I love the fact, although 2 nights it didn't do it. When the lights go off, it just dims itself all the way down.
And it's it has, I swear, they need to put it on the box. Very dimming technology. It's the most dim. The LCD is still on, and you can still see it with all the lights off, but it is not a bother. On many LCDs or LEDs or whatever screen it is, the lowest dim is still too bright if you're going to sleep with it in your room.
No, absolutely.
And
there's enough
they
brightness
nail it.
that, yeah. There's enough brightness on most LEDs that you still see a little reflection on the table it's on.
Right.
With this thing, it's there, but no reflections anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. They just absolutely nail it. So you can still see it barely in the dark room, but it's not too bright to ruin your sleep.
Yeah. No, I think it's great. Those prices are great. I guess it's because of
Insane.
Prime doing their 2-day. I think it's over already. I think.
Yeah, they were doing like pre-Prime Day stuff. That is an insane price. $50 for it feels like if I want to buy a box, it's $50. If I want to buy a cardboard box, it's made with some sturdy cardboard, that's $50 right there.
Yeah.
How on earth do they get the electronics, the plastic, the screen, the glass, the sensors, the everything?
No.
$55?
Yeah. $55. Yeah, 40, almost half price.
Yeah. It's worth
Almost
it. If
half
you
price.
are now, I will say, I am a convert from Amazon's Echo to Google's Nest. Is the Nest can answer questions and anything I throw at it almost way better than the Echo. If I have this, it's hard to come up with examples of these things that I ask all the time,
Right.
and I'm like, there's no way it's gonna, there's no way. It's not gonna and then it answers smartly and well, and that is just not true with the Echo. You know,
No, I'm the same. I gave up on the A lady and switched over to Google.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I could say like, I'm trying to think of something. What side of the road do you drive on in Sweden? And it'll tell me, or whatever, where Echo just doesn't have the search capability that the Nest does.
No, it's great. It's great.
Awesome. Anything else?
Should we jump in?
Let's jump into it. You went to Pepcom.
Pepcom Holiday Spectacular, and it was great. And although almost all the food was in boxes, that's what they're doing lately. With the COVID boxes. Yeah. But like as a little opening, and after COVID, they did have one table slicing ham and turkey.
Ooh.
So yeah, turkey and cranberry dressing.
What is this, Thanksgiving? They were getting ready for.
Yeah, I guess.
Some carved turkey and cranberry sauce.
Yeah, so it was fun. I found a fair amount of stuff, and we're going to look at 3 of them this week and 3 next week. So let's take a peek. Pepcom Holiday Spectacular. I was talking to Mary Beth, and I said, I love this appliance because it's small. And Mary Beth
tiny
said,
little
you want
breakfast
small?
maker is what I'm talking.
And what do you have?
This is our Chi mini iron. It has all the capacity of a regular size iron, just in a smaller, cute little footprint. So we have this great titanium ceramic sole plate. We have a ton of steam holes here. So what that does, steam and heat remove wrinkles. Not on my face, but on my clothing.
Damn the bad luck.
But it's just a really compact size. But the thing that I love the most about this iron, especially for small spaces, is it has an extra long cord. So if you live in a place like New York City, there might only be 2 outlets in your entire apartment.
No, you're absolutely right.
So to have an extra long cord is just such a great feature. You can actually steam with this. So you just put it on the steam side and you can do vertical steaming, or you can iron just like you traditionally do.
It looks like an LED
It's
panel.
a great LED panel, and you would just, when it's plugged in, scroll through it right here, but it has a nice backup light so you can see it from across the room, so you know if your iron is turned on or off. It does have automatic off. It will automatically turn off after a certain amount of time.
Okay, now is that out now?
It is just launching, and it's $39.99.
I could afford to press my clothes. What's the name of it?
It's the Chi Mini Iron.
Oh, how clever. The Chi Mini Iron. That's great. Thanks so much.
That is nice. I like that a lot. So
I do too. It's
as someone
so
who
little.
travels often, it is hit or miss what is going to be in the hotel room. Sometimes I'm like, all right, I know.
And a lot of irons won't steam.
No,
they
won't.
In the vertical position.
No,
so
they won't.
She specifically said that this can be used as a steamer, and also I saw in the press release that you pick the fabric and the phone. You pick the fabric, and the iron knows what temperature it should be set at.
Oh yeah, look at that. So I can see cotton wool, silk, synthetic.
I think it's kind of good looking.
I agree. There has been times that I go on a trip and I know I will have to iron something. It is just like, I'm going to go to a wedding and I want my shirt pressed. And you get in the room and you cross your fingers if, I've picked up irons and they've had weird stains on them, or sometimes when the steam comes out, it's like it shoots out mold at the same time, like actual like black dust.
Oh my God.
And so if I was doing that again for $40, I would absolutely buy this to make sure that nothing wrong happened. A perfect little travel iron, or if you have a small space, just a small iron as well. I think this is a really, really great. It's also chia, not chia.
Chia.
Chia. It's a chia pet. No,
this does not grow. It just,
which is very well known for their hair straighteners. I mean, that they're going to support you with customer service and all that stuff as well.
No.
On a side note, go ahead.
I was going to say, the iron you described is some travel tip thing was the guy is telling people they could make grilled cheese sandwiches or heat food on the iron in the hotel. And I'm thinking, what about the poor person who rents the room next and needs to go to a meeting?
Maybe that wasn't dust that came out of the iron. It was pepper. It was black pepper.
There you go. There you go. You press your shirt and you smell like a grilled cheese sandwich.
That's crazy.
I'm sorry, you were going to say something.
I was going to try and change the subject a bit. The mic you used seemed great. It was wired.
Oh,
didn't have any issues.
I finally knuckled under. It's a Shure. I think it's like the Shure S58 or something. It's $100 mic. And I had a mic flag that we had done on the show years ago, and I found that in the warehouse. And I'm getting better at going back and forth between people, so it solves the problem.
It seemed great. It seemed. I did notice that it seemed really good and no issues at all.
And the mic cable. I bought a different kind of mic cable on Amazon. The mic cable has a headphone jack on it that terminates right below the microphone. So I was walking, I think I might have had them on in that shot, I don't know, a little pair of earbuds, so that right after I shoot the video, you just click it right in and you can listen to the playback right away without taking the jack out of the phone.
Oh, that's cool.
So it worked out well.
Perfect.
Our second gadget, I think you might have an interest in. When I asked him at Lenovo what's new, he mentioned a couple things, and I said, do that one first. So here it is.
Okay.
What's new in Chromebooks? Well, I heard that over at Lenovo, they have a gaming Chromebook.
What?
And Sam is going to Sam, is this the first gaming?
This is one of the first gaming Chromebooks on the market.
And show a little demo here.
Yeah, so the idea behind this is really to leverage all the new cloud gaming platforms. So in partnership with Google, what we're doing is we're creating a great piece of hardware to leverage some of those platforms. So
don't say
16-inch display, 120 hertz refresh rate, so you're going to get the really fast response rates for some of your high FPS games. And then special with this particular Chromebook is an RGB keyboard. So I don't know if you can
goodness.
See it.
Yes. I see green, I see pink. So you can change those at will.
Yeah, so you can change those. No other Chromebook you've seen has an RGB keyboard, so that's new. So essentially, we've added a lot of gamer aesthetic to this product, and with the large adoption of all the cloud gaming platforms today, you're going to be able to access all that through the Chrome store or the different applications like the Google Play Store, or play general Android games, or use GeForce Now, or Amazon Luna, or Xbox. So all the cloud gaming services are available at your fingertips on this Chromebook.
All right, now I know this was just introduced yesterday, which is October 11th or 12th. Is there a price on this yet and a release date?
Yeah, so it will be available towards the end of this month. So it should be available very soon. And the starting price is $599 for entry level config.
That is really nice. I love that. And it's just one model.
Yeah, we'll have different configurations. We'll have it with 256 gigs of storage or 512. But again, the power of cloud gaming is you don't have to download any games. It's all through the internet.
I like this. The Lenovo. Hang on, I want to get it right here. The Lenovo IdeaPad 5i gaming Chromebook, and it's 16 inches. Really amazing.
Interesting.
Lenovo, they do great stuff here.
So let me unpack a little bit.
Yeah,
of that.
I was hoping you were going to do that.
Yeah, from my perspective. So it's still a Chromebook. So it may have a little bit beefier of a processor, a little bit more RAM. I'm not exactly up to date on my Chromebook specs, but I'm looking at the spec sheet now. It looks like it does have 8 gigabytes of memory, a 12th Gen Intel Core i3 or i5, depending on the model you configure. So that does seem like a beefier Chromebook, but it is still a Chromebook. And when he says cloud gaming, he is talking about all these services where how it works is you get your game and it runs on a server on the internet. And then they stream the video of the game to your computer as fast as they possibly can. So your computer actually isn't running the game. Your computer is just displaying what is happening on the server. And that requires a whole bunch of technology and as lag-free as possible, because your inputs have to go to the server, then the server has to encode high-quality video back to you, and any type of lag in a gaming situation is no good. And then, so there's that. So just know that it doesn't sound like this Chromebook is gaming. It is cloud gaming, which is not, it's not bad. You just make sure that you know what you're getting into. The other funny thing about this is Chromebook is Chrome, Google, and Google just announced that they are shutting down Stadia, and Stadia was their cloud gaming platform.
I see.
Which is a little ironic.
I think they're coming out with the everything button now, which is supposed to bring everything together in gaming. So maybe they figured we don't need our own thing.
Yeah,
we'll be part of the everything. But I have no idea. But that's the thought that occurred to me.
So on top of all of that, that's kind of the gaming part out of the way, which seems more server-based, or it is more server-based, not hardware-based. On the hardware side of things, that RGB keyboard, and probably the keyboard is more designed for doing gaming where it'll have a different type of feel travel on the keyboard would be my guess. And I did see in the press release that it's 4-zone RGB. So in all the press photos, which is kind of funny, it seems like they're using the same RGB pattern, this rainbow pattern, and I was like, is it stuck in that configuration? But I did read that it has 4-zone RGB, so most likely your WASD keys is a zone, your numpad is a zone, that sort of thing. So if you want to easily and quickly, my zoned lighting is falling apart right now. So that's nice. So those are the hardware gaming features, which is the RGB keyboard and the screen that is 120 hertz refresh rate. Now, I am not up to speed on whether or not cloud gaming can actually deliver 120 frames. I'm going to rely on the chat room to see, is there a service?
Scooter X will know. Scooter X
Someone
knows
will
all.
start Googling for me, because that's a hefty challenge to send 120 frames a second at high resolution with no lag and no buffering. The gaming services that are out there is the Xbox Cloud Gaming Service, NVIDIA GeForce Now, and I think Amazon has one as well for gaming services. So you'd have to sign up for one of those. Oh, and it does, Chris P. Bacon is also checking out these stats, which is one that I missed. Okay, well, the display is 2560 by 1600. So it's a 16 by 10 display, but that's a good amount of pixels. Cool. It's really cool. That's pretty neat. I think that if there's a kid that's really into gaming, this is kind of the perfect product. Get the RGB. They're probably going to be sold on the RGB keyboard. To be honest, they're going to see that thing and go, "Yeah, this is a gaming Chromebook. I'm good to go." And
it would be at the lower end of prices for gaming laptops,
yes.
right?
Oh, it would be yeah. So it looks like it's starting at $600, $599. So yeah, that's definitely on the low end. But be aware that you will have to use a cloud gaming service in order to play games. You're not going to be able to install. You're not going to be able to buy, a PC game off of Steam or off of the Epic Store and install it on the computer. You're going to have to subscribe to a cloud gaming service and then play it on that Chromebook. is the situation. Pretty cool. I like it.
Excellent. And our final guy is from, I think he said Norway, but he'll tell us in the video. Kid smartwatch. We're at Explora, and I see some great-looking watches, but I don't know what they do. So we have a gentleman here, a tall gentleman. Aaron, I'm going to stand next to you. Aaron, what are we looking at here?
Hello, sir. So Explora is a Norwegian-based kids smartwatch company. The watches are designed for kids from 4 to 11, and they actually are introduction to the kids to the smart world. From this smartwatch, the kids can communicate with their parents. They can send messages. They can call the parents. They can send video messages, and the parents, they can track their location from the app. They can also communicate with their child, send them messages, set school zones, and make sure that they are always in constant communication with their child.
Now, the child can call the parents and vice versa. Can the child call anybody other than their parents?
Yes. So the app allows you to add up to 50 people. Every contact has to be approved by a parent, so that the watch will not receive any telemarketing or spam calls.
Oh, okay, that's great. And I see 2 different watch bands. So are there 2 different watches?
So our X5 model, you can actually send...
You want to start them up again so we see the faces?
So the X5 model, it actually has the ability to send video messages. So
there's a little camera in there too?
Yes. So you can take pictures, videos.
Oh my God!
Oh wow!
And you can always
update
neat. Your parents what you are up to.
I love that. And how much is the watch?
So this one is now in retail for $149.99, and you can find us on Amazon, Best Buy, Walmart, and Target.
And then the monthly service charge?
The monthly service starts from $8 to $12, depending on how long you subscribe.
Oh my gosh! Okay, is that unlimited text and call?
The data, text, and everything is included.
That's amazing. I like that a lot, and it's just called. What are the models are called? Explorer. They must have different names.
Correct. So this one is Explora 5, X5, and this one is Explora Xcode 3.
Okay, there's 3 and the 5, and they're both out now.
Yes, it's correct. They are out now in all the retailers.
That's great. I think that's really super. We're at Explora, exploring things.
That is awesome. That is insane. That price seems so low. It seems like
$8 to $12 a month. I couldn't believe it. Normally you hear, it's just $30 a month, or
yeah.
That man, by the way, is 6'6".
Wow. Holy moly.
Yeah.
That is really, really cool. I'm still looking at it. So here's our website, and being able to place calls, get texts.
Yeah, the difference between the X3 and the X5, I think, are very similar, except the new X5 is the one that adds the camera, and so you can send video messages, and I believe that's the main difference between them.
Right. That is so crazy. Do you have to? I wonder, is there an Explora app on the parent side on your phone?
Yes.
Because how do you get a video message?
The parent, yes. There's an app for the parent. The parent sets the zone, and you can tell at any moment where the kid is. So assuming the kid is wearing the watch. So I think parents will like that a lot. And then if you want, you can set a zone, which would be from your house to where the school is. And if they venture outside that zone during certain hours, then you'll know that they're outside of the zone. And I like the fact that you know all the people that will be able to phone them, and they'll be able to phone, because up to 50 people can be in memory of what the kids can use. Yeah, I think it's pretty neat.
That is really, really cool. I am still kind of shocked by the price, because in the smartphone market, the least expensive option would be either a used, watch, but not the least expensive, but the least expensive Apple Watch, I guess I should say, is $250. And I don't think that option has cellular off the top of my head. I think that you need to upgrade to more money.
Oh, okay. No, this comes with a SIM card installed.
And so at $150 for video, or just $130 for normal, plus either $8 to $12 a month, that seems... God, I would do that if I was a parent and I had a kid. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's a really convenient way to protect them.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I think the kids
get a hold of them, track them.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
And now I'm looking at the website also. It looks like there's quite a lot of gamification of activity as well.
Yes,
so
that they've added on their own.
Yeah. And so there's
that
these
kids aren't
coins
just sitting around.
Right. And so they can go and get steps to get coins and treasure hunts, and all that sort of stuff is also built in. So it's not just phone calling and texting. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Explora, Xplora. Explora.
Yes. But you want the one with the camera. Your kids want the camera. You want the 5.
That seems... Yes. I bet that's the $12 data, and the $8 is the non-camera.
You're probably right.
I'm
You're
guessing.
probably right.
Okie dokie.
All right,
cool
well, that
stuff.
brings us to...
Before we jump, do you have more videos from Pepcom, or was that...
I do. Next week, we're going to do several, 3 more videos.
Perfect. These are all fantastic. Okay, now.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for...
You know you don't need it, but you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner. Get it?
Okie dokie. Sometimes I wish that I didn't have. Sometimes I get a product that is just so perfect for what the heck is it, and I go, I shouldn't review this. I should just send this to Dick, and it should be his what the heck is it? Because what the heck is this?
Let me see.
I'll get the closer
it's got to
camera
be
here.
some kind of a. It's got to be some kind of a beater. No.
Look at
It's
that.
not a mixing beater.
It is not a mixing beater.
Someone else, Chrissy Bacon said a round whisk. It's not a whisk.
No. It is.
Oh, it has something to do with Halloween, right?
Solid. Yes. The theme this month is Halloween.
Wow.
So it has to be Halloween.
Boy, I have no idea.
part of
Mini
my-
wind turbine?
My royal scepter costume. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I'll show you in the video. So.
Oh,
here
okay, great.
it is. Today we have a Halloween gadget for you, and we are taking a look at the pumpkin gutter. Dun dun dun. So, what this gadget promises to do is to make hollowing out a pumpkin much, much easier. It does require a drill, and the instructions suggest a fast drill. So if, like I personally own two, this was the fastest of the drills that I owned. So if you can, choose a more powerful drill. The idea is that you attach it to the drill, and then you use the spinning action to slice out the guts, which should make it very, very simple to remove all of the insides of this pumpkin. So let's get it. Packaging looks very, very simple. Very, very simple. And now we just attach it to the drill like we would a normal drill bit, and make sure that is all locked up tight. I have my drill on its fastest setting, and I've gone ahead and cut open the pumpkin. And they suggest that you start at the top and then work your way down. And then once you've cleared out some, emptying it. So we're gonna try all of those. It does seem a little bit dangerous, to be honest. It seems a little scary. In fact, I'm gonna make sure this is fully
Put your goggles on.
seated. Yeah, gosh, what was I
I
thinking?
don't like how it's moving all around there. Guess that's just what it does. Okay, here we go. Wow, holy moly. It is a little messy. A little bit messy. Okay. It does mention that this can happen, and the reason you're starting from the top down is to make sure that this doesn't just get wrapped around the pole of the gadget. So I've cut away about a few inches, I think, maybe. Let's keep working here. I feel like with someone who was a very practiced hand at this, it may be a lot faster. After you've got a few pumpkins under your belt, maybe this goes a bit easier. I am definitely carving off some of the pumpkin side too. I can definitely see that inside of the pumpkin. I was hoping that this would be such that I basically wouldn't ever have to touch any pumpkin stuff, because I don't really like the inside of pumpkins, but it looks like I do have to remove some of these strings. Looks like the dogs are getting into a little bit of pumpkin there. And it's not quite as clean as I was hoping to. Okay, now we have a lot of stuff all over, and I'm gonna make sure that I'm nowhere near that trigger as I'm cleaning this stuff off of the drill bit, basically. I think, oh, that's so nasty. Okay, I think that we're at our last of the guts. Uh-oh, there goes my drill.
Oh my gosh.
Huh. Guess it still needs a little bit of cleaning out. Let's give it one more go here. I'm just gonna... It looks pretty clean. Took me a few. There we go. I'm gonna take a look at
Jolly
that.
Lunch pumpkin.
It's pretty clean inside of there. Not a lot of scooping on my part. There's still a little bit of stuff that I probably guess I got to get my hand in there and scoop out. But in general, I think that is a better job than what I normally do with just scraping with a spoon type of device. So, there you have it. That is the gadget. It's now covered in pumpkin guts. I forgot to say the packaging, but the pumpkin gutter for you. Maybe not as workless as I was hoping, a little more messy than I thought, but it does work. See you later. A few things that I forgot to mention. One is that they do suggest to pull this stuff off, just take it off the drill, and then you can slide it off of the...
Oh, yeah, right.
I should have thought of that. Okay. And another thing is, it took a while for me to get it. I ordered this on the 6th. It arrived on the 13th. So it took a full week for it to arrive. So if you really want this for the Halloween season, order it really, really soon because it does take a while to get here. It's inexpensive. $10 for the pumpkin gutter. And I'd say it works pretty good. Especially if you had a lot of pumpkins to go through, I could see you getting better at it and getting a more practiced hand at it and being able to clean out a pumpkin much, much faster than any other type of pumpkin gutting gadget.
When you first took the cover off the pumpkin, it was a little bit hollow in there. Had you started hollowing it out already, or are pumpkins hollow at the center?
They're hollow in this center. The only thing I did was I chopped off. So when you cut open the thing, there's normally some stuff hanging on the top, and I chopped all that off, and that was the only modification I made.
I've never.
You've never carved a pumpkin?
No.
Yeah, they're hollow inside, except for the stringy guts.
Yeah,
and stuff.
I didn't realize that's an ordeal.
Oh yeah,
you did it with a spoon.
Oh yeah. And they make
start in April, right, to get it finished by Halloween.
Normally they make, and you'll buy these at Target or wherever, a large spoon. So you can see the other options. And these are sold almost everywhere. I mean, any of the Halloween cities and whatnot, they'll sell those types of spoons. And that's my entire childhood was that type of spoon. Normally what you do is you buy it, you stick it in some Tupperware, save it for the next year, pull it back out the next year and use that spoon again. And some are, some have more pulp inside than others. I will say, another really, really nice thing about this is it does take down the side. It's kind of good and bad. It takes down the sides. And so if you accidentally stay in one area for too long, you'll just drill right through the side of the pumpkin. But if you have an extremely thick pumpkin, makes carving out the walls to be thinner to make it easier to carve later, and makes that very trivial. So if that is also an issue that you don't like dealing with, this thing is perfect. It's also machine washable, so I love that, is I can just throw this in my washing machine and wash it up, which is fantastic. And it was only super messy right at the top while it was spewing stuff everywhere. Once I got deeper into the pumpkin, the walls of the pumpkin stopped the spray.
What part of the pumpkin is what they use to make pumpkin pie?
So on pumpkin pie, it will be the walls.
Just the walls, not that stringy.
I think that stringy. Yes, I think that's right. It's just the walls. I've never made a pumpkin pie that way, but pretty sure someone in the chat will correct me if I'm wrong, that it is just the walls of the pumpkin. Dishwasher.
Okay.
I said washing machine, but I meant dishwasher. Yes, it goes in the dishwasher, not the washing machine.
Well, that's a lot of work, but I can see where that would. Although, if you buy one made out of plastic, it's really easy.
Yes. Yeah. And yeah, okay, the chat room is reminding me, pumpkin pie pumpkins are a different breed of pumpkin. So those are like jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. Pumpkin pie pumpkins are a bit different in terms of, they're different like subspecies of pumpkin.
Oh, okay.
So they are a bit different. Well, there you go.
And then
The
they
pumpkin.
have totally different pumpkins that grow the crust.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And the whipped cream, totally different type of pumpkin for the
they have to be
pie.
they have to be frozen. The pumpkins that
you got the graham cracker pumpkins, and don't even get me started on the tin pumpkins, the tin foil pumpkins.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, and one final thing is if you love collecting the seeds, some people like collect the pumpkin seeds and they'll roast them. This does not destroy the pumpkin seeds, so it doesn't like grind them up or anything. The pumpkin seeds were fine, so if you want the pumpkin seeds, this is a fine tool to use for that. Okay, with that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Our email is from Jacob T, and he explains his gadget in his video.
Okie dokie, here it is.
Hello, Dick and Chad. This is Jacob, calling in from Sweden again. And I have not necessarily a gadget this time, but a puzzle game.
Ooh!
Called Tantrix. I'm not sure if you heard about this.
I have not.
Game, but it's a sort of a puzzle game where you get a number of bricks. You take any number of bricks here and you try to make the tiles match. And the fun thing about it is you can get any number of tiles from here and play what's called the pyramid game or the pyramid puzzle, and take any 6 or any number of bricks that make out a triangle like this. You can add 4 more down here, and then somehow these are going to match up with all the colors.
All the colors?
You see down there. It's supposed to match up.
I see the blue thread.
Yeah, I see the blue and the
Like, that's not gonna work.
Oh, so I wonder if he's saying it always
You can do
does.
it like
You
that.
can always
then you
find
have
a
3 of them.
Oh, there they. Oh, I see.
And then it's challenging because you have to. Yeah, you have to mix and match them and try to get them to fit. No, that did not work.
Oh no, it's not.
So it's a puzzle game, and it is also a multiplayer game where up to 4 people can pick any color, and then you get a random number of bricks. So you pick a brick from the bag, and then you place one at a time, each player, bricks that match, and then you try to get your color to make shapes. So that connects.
Oh, that matches.
If I have the red color, I try to make a red shape, and then you get points for the number of shapes you make, and also how long shapes you make. So you can play more people than one. But it's also a great puzzle game for one person. The amazing thing is that you can, as I said, take any number of these bricks, no matter which ones you take, they should match up. Which I don't know how they figured that out, but there's some maths behind that, I think. So, see, I can take these 10 bricks, and then they should be able to connect all so that all the colors match. no matter which ones I take from the bag. So it's sort of an unlimited number of puzzles. I'm not sure where they sell this in America, but I think they have an international webpage. I got it here in Sweden a few years ago, and I've had lots of fun with it. So thank you very much, and have fun puzzling.
That is so cool. It reminds me so much of Canoodle, what you were showing off.
Yes.
2 episodes ago.
Yes.
So I'm glad you shared that because that's very, very cool.
And I did find it on Amazon, and it looks like it does pretty. It looks like it almost might be new because there are only 24 ratings.
Yeah. They haven't marketed it very well yet.
No, they haven't.
Yeah, that is really, really cool. And then Scooter X found the instructions, teeny tiny little instructions.
Yes, this is, I think, the company website. Yeah.
And gosh, that is just so cool. I mean, there's this image over here of it.
Oh my gosh.
It's this massive puzzle, and they all seem to link up.
They
how
do.
That works. It's crazy.
I wonder if you could buy like multiple sets and they would match up.
You know, I'm wondering if every brick, it would have to have, you know, if there's only 3 colors. Is there only 3 colors? No, there's more than 3. I don't know.
No, I think there's 4. There's blue, yellow, red, and green.
How does that work? That's weird. I was going to say, if it has 2, you know, it has, obviously there needs to be a start and an end to each color. I don't know. That blows my mind. I don't know how that works. That's crazy. Very, very cool.
Yeah. Jacob, thank you. That's a great fun. And even though you bought it years ago, it's still around. And it almost seems like it's just getting to the U.S. because there's only 24 reviews so far. But the reviews are pretty good on it. So, Jacob, I'm going to autograph an Alfred E. Newman picture and then send you a high-res image since you live in Sweden. But if you live in the U.S. or most places in Canada, you can get the current issue of Mad Magazine, which is the Mad 70, a hot seller. So make a little video, anything to do with a gadget, okay? 1 to 3 minutes. Gadget you love, gadget you hate, and our very favorite, an old piece of technology you have sitting in the cellar that you paid $1,000 for, and it's so outdated that it's unbelievable. Make a little video, put it up on YouTube. There's a drop-down menu, click Unlisted, and YouTube will give you a URL and send that to us. It's mail at gizwiz.tv, and if we show it, we're showing 99% of everything we get. You'll get the current issue of Mad. If you live outside of the U.S. or Canada, you get an autographed Alfred E. Newman photo sent to you via email, and it's a high-res image print out at your end, and no one will know it's not the original. Mail at gizwiz.tv.
Do it now. With that, let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters now.
Man.
And okay, our letter is from Dart Emis, and it goes like this. Hello, Dick and Chad. I'm enjoying the show from the United Kingdom. This is like our international version of the show. Chad, I hope your eye is better. I always enjoy your gadgets. I have a solution to the problem of listening to audiobooks in bed. There are Bluetooth stereo headbands that are brilliant. They're from Amazon. They come in all colors and are priced from just 15 pounds and up. You have control over
that might be a little weighty
up.
On my head. I just 15 pounds all the time.
Volume up and down and pause, and they're very comfortable. Keep up the good work. I love the show, Den, D-E-N. And I went to Amazon, and Boy, there are
Yeah.
a ton of them for about $20.
Yeah, $20 only. I should
So
really
if you-
try this out. Oh my gosh.
Listening to audio books in bed.
This one's a sleep mask even. This one,
Oh, whoa.
you rest over your eyes. People are going to think they can turn you off whenever you just power that person down right
Yeah,
there.
on an airplane when they go by, they'll turn the volume up to. Oh, wait, there's one for $14.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Whoa.
Good reviews,
Oh, and
too.
20% off.
Wow. With a coupon. Now, golly, this just keeps getting better.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Let's see if these reviews are real. Oh, well, no one wrote a review. But yeah, this seems like a great option, especially if it's comfortable. It's inexpensive. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Try this thing.
if you just want to play with one.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely. This will have to be a chat extra, it seems like. So
Yeah,
some way.
exactly.
That's great.
And they all cover your eyes, right?
Not all of them. So some of them more are headbands. Well, maybe.
Oh,
maybe
okay.
I'm
Because
just
I was going to
seeing that
say,
image wrong.
if they cover your ears, you could even use them as a mini warm-up thing in the winter.
Yes. You could. I feel like maybe I've seen this before as that. So yeah, this person's like wearing it on.
Oh, yes.
And look, they
Okay.
even show. Look at this man. He is karate chopping someone right now. And oh man. Yeah, that's great.
And you can wear it as you can do it as a hand stretcher. It's unlimited. An exercise machine.
Yeah, that's great. That's really cool.
Nice.
Thanks for sending that over. Yeah.
Nice.
I like it. Okay, well, thank you for sending that over, and I want to say a big old thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/Giz Wiz. Thank you guys so much for supporting the Giz Wiz. If you give via Patreon or via PayPal, just want to say right now, thank you so much for your support. If you like the Giz Wiz, please consider supporting us over at patreon.com/Giz Wiz, or you can find a link to a way to donate via PayPal on our website. Click on the Patreon tab at the top of the website, and there'll be a link there for you to support. Thank you to everybody who supports this show. Couldn't do it without you. Thank you. Speaking of GizWiz.tv, that's where you can watch the show live just about every Thursday, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern Time. We're there right now. You can join the chat room and chat along with everybody. They're a great group of folks. If you don't catch the show live, don't worry. We got it on demand on YouTube, on our website, on Apple Podcasts. We even have an RSS feed, so you can add it to any podcatcher you want. Head on over to GizWiz.biz. That's Dickie D's website, where he writes up articles about all of the gadgets that we cover on the show. So if you need a link back to any of the things that we talk about, that is the place to go. While you're there, play the official What the Heck Is It? It's right there on the sidebar. It's the sad bar. No, the sidebar. And this is the gadget, the whole gadget. Nothing but the gadget. So get a guessin' over at GizWiz.biz. And this is, I actually happen to know what this gadget is. It's actually a way to sharpen your pitchforks. So whenever you're ready to join that angry mob over whatever happens to be ailing you, works a lot like a pencil sharpener. You just put your pitchfork in there, turn it on, sharp pitchfork at the end. And this is what you're playing for. The 70 Years of Dumb Mad Magazine, signed by Dickie D himself.
Oh, they spelled dumb wrong.
Oh, they did.
They spelled it D-U-M. It should be D-U-N.
Yeah, so dumb of them. 6 Mad Magazines signed by Dickie D himself for correct answers. 12 Mad Magazines for funny, clever, hilarious, or interesting answers. So get a guessin' over at GizWiz.biz. gadget.biz.
And we should mention our pumpkin special.
Exactly. We have a special virtual meetup happening this year. We are happy to announce this is the debut announcement. This is more of a teaser than the actual trailer because
we know the day, we don't know the time.
Exactly. The Halloween Eve on the 30th will be our virtual meetup, and what we would like some audience participation from you. And so what we would love is for you to show us around your town. We did this last year and it was fantastic. So if you see decorations that you like, something around your town that's special to you, record a video, send it in. Let us know about what you're doing or what you're up to for the, what your normal Halloween traditions are. We'd love those videos. And so just send those in to mail@gizwiz.tv. Did I miss anything?
No, this is good. You know, if you want to make a little video, if you go to a costume store and you try on costumes, make a little video, you know, anything up to 3 minutes. Or if you have a spooky story, put that on video, up to 3 minutes. And so the length of the show will depend on your participation. Okay? It could be 5 minutes, or it could be 35, or it could be more. Okay. So it's Halloween Eve. It's in the evening. We know it's going to be in the evening, Halloween
6 a.m. virtual meet. No, joking. Yes, it'll be in the evening. Just not sure locked in on the time quite yet. So yeah, send in a little personal note. We want to see more from you. Get a mail@gizwiz.tv.
Oh, I want to mention one other thing about the Mad 70. I keep getting emails. I live in Canada. I live in here. I can't find the issue. I was searching where you can find it, and I did not know that there's a Kindle version.
Oh.
So if you have a Kindle, and I think there's even a Kindle app for any computer, you can buy the Mad 70 on Amazon for $5.95.
That's perfect.
And I put the link up on Facebook and on Twitter. So if you can't find the Mad 70 around, you can at least see the virtual copy of it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
With that, we will see you next week.
I'll be here.